You're right, guys and girls. Welcome back to another gaming episode. Talk on Myst. It is today the 11th of December 2020 at the time of this video. Anyway, so I got Myst yesterday for I think it was like £22.99, and it is awesome. It's amazing. I've only played about 2 hours into it at the moment, but at least 2 of those hours, or an hour of it, was me just walking around trying to figure out what the hell was going on. It is a sort of it used to be a point and click style game, because it came out on the Macintosh back, I think it was 1993, and then got released on to the PlayStation. I think that was around about 94, if I remember rightly. I'm not too sure, but don't quote me on that. Because I remember playing the PlayStation 1 game, and when I was playing it, I was wondering what the hell was going on with the puzzles, because they were so difficult, very hard, and very challenging. Very actually good for the brain as well, trying to work out the puzzles. And also they've got a thing on it as well. The puzzles are mixed, so you can actually mix up the puzzles in VR. Now, this new remake of the Myst game from Cyan Incorporated, I think, or Inc. Cyan Inc. Is amazing. They've done a really good job. The only downside to it is they didn't have the movie clips in those little, I think it was HMV or HMV movies, or MVF, FMV. Yeah, FMV, I think it is. Ones where you've got actual actors playing in it. Obviously, I suppose in a way, because the actors probably don't do any of those like sort of games no more, or probably couldn't get to it, so they probably couldn't add them in. So what they've done now, which I believe, is they've kind of put a CGI version, a cartoon character, not cartoon characters, but obviously it's a CGI, and you can tell they're not actually characters. So basically, you're on an island. You get sent to an island. You got this book which you open up, and it's like sends you to a mystery island in VR. And if someone ever told me 27 years ago back, when Myst was released in 1993, and 27 years ago back, if they'd have said to me I'd be playing this in virtual reality, I'd be like, I'd just be laughing at you right now. But 27 years later, is absolutely, truly amazing what they've done. They haven't really taken anything out of the game. They pretty much left a lot of it intact. Because I remember basically, but I'm not too sure about the pool bit. There's like a sort of a world pool, or water pool, and basically you press the buttons. I think it's like 40 or 27, or doing these digits and stuff, and brings up like locations of what your next characters, or locations are. And it's strange as well, because I've actually never actually completed the game. I would actually love, there's be another great game actually, guys and girls, if we can get the companies back. I don't know who made what's it called? Not Shadow of the Templars, because that would be from Broken Sword. Actually, amazing game. That would be awesome though, if that was in VR as well. If we can get people to come back and make like a virtual reality of Broken Sword as well. Amazing sort of puzzle games. As you could play then as Stobart in it then. I forgot his name now. From the Broken Sword. George Stobart. That's it. George. I remember when you used to go into, and then you have to find that killer clown. The clown where he's blowing everybody up at the Cafe L'Amour or something like that. the Cafe L'Amour. So it was based in Paris. And it was absolutely amazing game. I remember playing those on the PlayStation 1 games and on the PC as well. Oh, truly classic 90s, that is. And also Broken Sword 2, I believe, Shadow of the Templars. I know George is tied up and there's like a fire and stuff in the room, and you've got to put it out basically with your foot and all of that, or try and then there's that big what's it called, deadly spider or something tries to kill you, and you get the bookcase and splatter all on the floor. Classic games, classic point and click. But there is so the games I would actually love um, to see in VR. And I'm just trying to think of it actually. So we've got Myst. Actually, Myst, the sequel to the Myst would be awesome. Riven would be awesome. But I'll tell you what, you ever remember that game, guys and girls? Let me know in the comments below if you remember Clock Tower. I nearly shit myself playing that game. I think I was around. I think that came out like 95, 96. When it came out on the PlayStation. It might be a bit later than that. But I'll tell you what, I've been around for so many years since like the PlayStation era. I feel so old right now. Um, but yeah, I've been a gamer all my life, pretty much, like on and off. But I've just only recently got into gaming and virtual reality. But yeah, I would love to see either Broken Sword in VR, which would be awesome, or Clock Tower. Now, Clock Tower was an absolutely amazing game in sort of 2D. Well, technically it was a 3D game, but sort of in the pixel side of it. Now, in Clock Tower, you play as this woman or this young girl who's basically goes back to the university and all that, and she's walking upstairs and all that to the university. Anyway, so she goes back to the university to do her college degrees, and it's got to that point that there's this serial killer going around, and he's basically got a big giant pair of scissors, and he basically starts killing people, and everyone's like, he's basically going around killing everybody at the campus, or one of these like sort of American sort of things with big giant pair of scissors. And there's this one bit of the episode of the scene, you go into it, and you get this knock at the door, and you're playing as the girl, so you walk to the door and stuff. And once you go to the door, you've got this like woman, the girl you play as the character. She's looking through the little peephole through the door to see who's at the door and all that. And as she sees her boyfriend there, and so she answers the door because obviously it's her boyfriend turning up the university to see how she's doing and all that. And suddenly he drops to the ground, and he's got a big giant pair of scissors in his back. He's been killed basically, and that was actually the start of the horror games I used to love playing, the point and click games. But I used to love the X Files game back on the PlayStation 1. I think that was 1997 or 96, roughly around there. But also, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy, and I would love to see some Final Fantasy games come to the Oculus Quest. But anyway, enough of that sort of talk. But anyway, so with the Myst game, I think they've done an awesome job with Myst in itself. Due to the fact it kind of feels like we're in the Myst world, where we're on an island. We're isolated. There's no death. You don't get killed or anything in it. It's just a pure 100% hard puzzle game. And I was on it for just over 2 hours yesterday when I got it for the Oculus Quest 2. Started playing it on there, and I live streamed over on my Facebook, because they got this, like, when you put the Oculus Quest 2 on, you can actually record and live stream into the Facebook app, and they've done an amazing job with it. So I've started doing that. I think I had over 600 plus views on it of just me streaming in there, which is awesome. Um, would I recommend this game? Right, if you're a big fan of puzzle games, really strategic style, um, brain teasers, so I try and get like doors open, finding locks, numbers, and codes and stuff. Definitely get it, guys and girls, in VR. It's one of the best games. Graphically, I love it. It's one of those things, like, it's nostalgia for me. It's nostalgic. It just brings me back to when I was a little kid and couldn't do these games at the time. But what I've done yesterday was on it for 2 hours, and one of the hardest puzzles that I've never done when I played the PlayStation 1 version of this, I actually did it yesterday. I've done 3 different puzzles on there, and oh, it's just amazing. Um, Cyan has made a comeback, and I would love them to. I don't know if they actually made Riven, which was the sequel to the actual Myst. If they did make the sequel, I would love them to do a sequel in VR as well. Riven VR, the sequel, which would be awesome on the Oculus Quest 2. So let's just get this at the ballpark first. Let's get loads of people buying this and get in Cyan to make a shit ton of money, so they can actually hopefully make their next project, guys and girls. But anyway, stay safe. I'll see you on the next episode. It is today. I think it's Saturday today, actually. Or was it? No, Friday today, actually. It's Friday.
Saturday?
No, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday at the moment. It'd be Saturday. It's only.
Oh, yeah, Thursday.
No. Well, yeah, Thursday yesterday.
That's
And
right.
no, yeah, it's Friday now. So it's 9:27. It's not 12 yet. Midnight, and when it in the morning, when it is, then it will be Saturday. But anyway, guys and girls, I'm gonna see you on the next episode. This was just my take on the Myst game. Let me know if you've already played it, guys and girls, or if you've completed it already. I'm still playing through it. I'm going to be on it for like days, weeks, months, playing it on the Oculus Quest 2. It's an amazing headset if you want to play that particular game on it. I hope Riven 2, Riven comes out, the sequel to the Myst, comes out next year or not, because it's an amazing game. And I would love to see the original come back as another nostalgic VR game. But anyway, stay safe, guys and girls, and see you soon.